Hi, Jeff Davis here, coming to you from Greenville, South Carolina. We're huge fans of both Steve Stern and Dan Schultz. Dan was an inspiration to us for getting involved in Precinct reorganization, Precinct strategy from his book, and we really appreciate all the work Dan and Steve have done, and hope you guys have a great event down there in Trump International today. But here in South Carolina, what we have done, we really got involved. I'm 56 years old now. In 2017 was the first time I ever heard about Precinct reorg. I was 50 years old, been a Republican my entire life, and where in the world did this precinct reorganization thing come from? Never heard of it. We have a theory here in South Carolina that the Rhino establishment wants to keep it small to control it all. We want to actually expand it and get as many people as we can involved in precinct reorg strategy and getting involved, on a 2-year basis with this precinct reorg to get as many people out as possible. When we first got involved, we really ran in 2021. We started this process. We got an organization we started called mySCGOP. The state party is named the South Carolina GOP. We put a little MY before it, and we actually started an organization called mySCGOP. Drove them crazy. They tried to figure out how to keep us from doing that, but we formulated a nonprofit educational organization behind it. I'm a tax attorney CPA, so that we kind of did that stuff, trademarked it, and really kind of grew it. We initially started it just to help us here in Greenville. Greenville is the largest county in our state. We're about 12% of the population. We really wanted to take back Greenville from the Rhino establishment. Even though we're in the Bible Belt, we have so many, the Rhinos had it in their control. Before we got involved, there was about 300 people that came out for the county convention out of a county of 525,000 people. The first year we got involved, we took it up to 1,900. With our next reorg we have in May or March of 2025, we want to get 10,000 people out. So we want to get it as big as possible to get as many people involved in this precinct reorg, so no one person can control it. We don't want one rhino or one small group of rhinos controlling it, and we don't want to control it ourselves. We want to have the voice of the people get out there. So what we have done is we've gotten very involved in precinct reorg. We love what Dan and you guys are doing. We've really taken it, we thought about it just as being Greenville, but it's really gone statewide. We've actually set up a blog, news information. We have something called mySCGOP.news. We send out daily emails. We teach people. We're about teaching people what Precinct reorg is, and also really teaching, and I wish Dan would write a second book, part 2 of the precinct strategy, because part 2 is what do the rhinos do when you take it back? It's actually relatively easy to go out, knock on doors, call people, text people, email, find them, canvas through social media, through door knocking and the such, just canvas people and get them involved. But what happens when we do get involved? We actually have seen this nationally. It's actually a RNC initiative. What they've done up in other states is the RNC will come in and try to push us all out. So we've gotten very involved. We fought back. The establishment has done everything they can to take back control, but we're not going away. So as you see with what's going on with the RNC on the national perspective, what's going on with this Trump campaign and this 2024 rematch with Biden, the American people are fighting back. So to us, it's really not a campaign between Republicans and Democrats. It's a campaign between the establishment, Rhino establishment, or the establishment elite in both of those parties against we the people. So hope you guys have a great event. Dan, Steve, we appreciate all you do, and anything we can ever do to help you, we're happy to do here out of South Carolina. Take care.